Hey everybody, so we are on day 6 of shelter in place, and here is today's video. So let's talk about decluttering to feel better. Don't turn this off because I know you're probably thinking, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't like to do that. I don't have the time to do that. I wouldn't even know where to start. So I'm going to be doing 5 little videos on this over today and the next 4 days, all with different little things that you can do. And I'm actually going to show you something that I just did that took me all of 10 minutes, and it looks amazing. And so here's the thing. While many of us are on shelter in place, or maybe you are quarantined, declutter and organize is such a good thing that you can do because we're home and we can do this stuff. And I know it sounds awful, but here's why it's a really good thing to do. So when you can organize and declutter, it actually frees up the heavy energy that stuff has. So everything has an energy to it. That's quantum physics. You can go ahead and look it up. If you have antiques come with a lot of energy to them, and some of the energy is not so great. If you have piles of stuff, that's piles of energy. If you have closets and cupboards and drawers that are a hot mess, guess who else is a hot mess? So clutter is stress. It is. And anybody who says a cluttered desk is an organized mind, that actually defies science. So you can say that if it makes you feel better, but let's talk about a couple of things that you can do. So in addition to reducing your energy load that is in your house, another benefit is you're just not leaving all the stuff for somebody else to clean out. So my mom is in assisted living and my dad is still in the house, and we are going through methodically every weekend and organizing and finding stuff. And we're finding so much that she bought in bulk because of a depression sort of mindset from the depression era. And it's really hard for us to donate or recycle or just junk things because a lot of guilt comes with that. And it's very time consuming. So by you doing this, not only energetically is your home going to feel better, but you're not going to leave stuff for other people to have to take care of. So that's what I'm going to be talking about today and the next 4 days, about how to energetically clean the space in your home. Because if you're homebound right now, you want to feel good. And people who are getting cabin fever and stir crazy, I can absolutely relate that to the energy in your house. So let's work on that. All right, so where do you start? So there's 2 theories of how you can do this. One is that you just go through one room at a time and declutter what you don't need and organize it. Or even in a room, just pick one area like a desk drawer or a closet and start working with that. And if that's the way that you want to go, then start in the room where you spend the most time. Okay, if it's your bedroom or your home office or your family room, pick the room where you spend the most time. So if you're now working from home for the first time ever and you've kind of set up a little makeshift office that kind of looks like the inside of a closet where everything was just kind of tossed in there, all of that stuff is actually going to dramatically impact your energy. And it's going to impact your work effectiveness. So if you are now having to work from home, I would start there, because I don't think anybody right now needs to be losing their job. Now, the second line of thought is if you have ever followed or read any of the books from Marie Kondo. Her first book is called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up. And she is all about decluttering. So if you have it, dig it out from whatever pile it's under and read it again. But she also has a really great website. And what she does is she recommends a different technique, not necessarily going room by room, but going by category. So like books, where she says you take all of your books and you put them all together. Because when you do that, you look at them and say, holy crap, I've got a lot of books. That was one of the first things I did when I got her book, was I went through my books, and it's like, oh my gosh, this is crazy how many books I have. And I was able to donate them. Or maybe you go through your clothes or your shoes or your kitchen supplies, your spice rack, your essential oil rack. Put them all together. You go all throughout your house and you get everything of that item, and you keep what brings you joy and you get rid of the rest. Period. So here's the thing. So donation centers are actually closed right now in a lot of places. And for me, my recycling location is closed. And it's like, I have been doing so much recycling. So it's kind of building up in my garage, which is the anti-declutter method. But when it reopens, I'll be able to take everything there. So here's the thing. If you can't get to your local donation center, if you can't get to recycling, just bag it up and put it somewhere so that as soon as you can take the stuff there, you can get it out of your house. Because when you get rid of stuff that you don't need and don't use, it absolutely lightens your energy. And I'm actually going to show you what I just did. So we're going to actually go on a little field trip. But what's funny, as adults, we often say, I have so much baggage. Yeah, this will lessen that, because you never hear a 5-year-old say that. Okay, so here we're on the move here, and I hope I don't lose Wi-Fi, because we're going into an area of my house where Wi-Fi is not great. But I want to know what you're going to tackle, because say hello. I went through my bathroom cabinet. Let me pull back, and I thought this was organized until I pulled out all of that stuff. This is all stuff that was expired and I don't use. And honestly, this was a homemade lotion I made. Carrier oils expire after a while. I don't even know what that was. I didn't even put a label on it. But now, seriously, this took me 10 minutes. I can absolutely see everything. That makes me so happy. And it took me 10 minutes. So let me show you one other thing that I did that actually took like less than 5 minutes. And this is what Marie Kondo recommends. Take your sweaters and you roll them up. It helps them not have creases, but now I can open up the drawer and I see every single sweater. So that was so easy. So what are you going to declutter, and what are you going to organize? So post a comment below, and then the next 4 days I'm going to talk about, there'll be shorter videos the next 4 days. I'm going to talk about 4 other techniques that you can do to energetically declutter your home while you're home.